What's up, everyone? Welcome back to Cinema Buckets. Today, we're going to be discussing a 2026 horror film called Obsession. And it goes like this, just a premise. After breaking the mysterious One Wish Willow to win his crush's heart, a hopeless romantic gets exactly what he asked for. However, he soon discovers that some desires come at a dark and sinister price. And I'm gonna leave you at like that. The director is Curry Barker. Again, I didn't know too much about Mr. Barker, but he has done another film called Milk and Cereal, and he's one of these up and comer directors. Came actually from YouTube, which is kind of really cool. Was doing a bunch of YouTube shorts and YouTube shows, and he's only 26 years old. But man, let me talk to you guys about this film. Okay, gonna give you my positive, give you my negatives, and we're just gonna go straight into this film as it is one of these films that I've heard a lot of buzz about. Um, and it's kind of your basic, almost like your monkey's paw, or like be careful what you wish for. We seen that premise, but with a little bit of a twist, and I love everything about the film itself. It opens up very slow. You have our main um, um, actor named Michael Johnson. He's Bear, and he's with his friends at a diner, and he's trying to kind of go play by play of him expressing his feelings to the girl that he likes, which is Nikki. Nikki is played by, I think her name's Indy Navette. Again, she was the knockout of the film. Okay, guys, positives. Acting was on point. Um, like I said, she stole the show. What they gave her and what she did with that role, the way she kind of moved and the way she would freak out, and she was just creepy as hell. This is like a movie that it's excellent because you don't need any jump scares or any ghost or paranormal stuff. It's just good old fashioned, it's creepy stuff. I mean, the whole time in the movies, I was squirming. I was like, "Oh shit!" At one point, just because it's the way she goes about it and the way she gets obsessed, and then there's little things that hints at um, just certain elements that I thought really brought the character and the whole, I guess, premise of the story together. And I thought it was really interesting. The camera angle also was working very well with uh, uh, Corey. I think he nailed it with just some of the shots being panned off to the left, and then just some shots just slowly, zooming in and staying steady, and you get that eerie feeling. And most of the stuff, like I said, there was not much to for jump scares. There's a lot of just natural things that happen, noises, tension, just there's scenes where she's just looking in the camera and she's just smiling and it just pans on for a long time and you're just like, dude, this is kind of like I said, it was creepy. They gave me that creep vibe. Now, don't get me wrong, guys. This movie has blood, it has gore. Towards the end, it does get where it goes balls to the wall and it is chaotic, but it is in a good way. Like I said, the tone, it was really good from the movie. Sets it from the very beginning, and it's just creepy. Anytime you see Nikki or she starts talking or she's in the movie, you just see her shadow and she's just talking, but you just see the silhouette of her shadow. It's just terrifying. It's just so creepy, and just to be in that position, but also shows you like what would it take for you to realize that something is just not right. Again, the character who plays Bear, he kind of goes throughout the whole story like the whole movie just like yeah, she's acting a little strange, and I don't know if that's, she wasn't really into me, and now she's into me. Was it the wish? Was it? And then she just starts doing some more bizarre stuff. But really, overall, I really like this movie. I really did enjoy this movie a lot. I would want to watch it again just to catch a couple other things that I didn't pick up from watching the first time. I wasn't expecting this to be anything crazy, but I really, really enjoyed it. Like I said, there are going to be some scenes where you're just going to be like, man, like that is wild. And I don't want to, spoil it for them, but negatives. There isn't really much negatives for this movie. I don't think there's one thing that really made me go like, oh, that was dumb. I mean, there is one thing in the movie that I wish they would have kind of focused a little bit more on. They kind of teased it and they had that idea and then it kind of just went away. And kind of spoiler. So if you want to watch Obsession, you don't want me to spoil this part of the movie, then please skip and go watch the movie and then come back and then we can discuss it. But here it is, okay? So if you're watching it, hey, I told you a million times it's a spoiler, so listen up. Is the part where they had a really cool angle on Nikki and the Wish Nikki. So the Wish Nikki was super in love with Bear, and then you have moments where she snaps out of it and she's freaking out and she's you know she told him at one point like to kill her because she's sleeping right now. The other person is sleeping. So it was like almost like two personalities conflicting, fighting in one body. And I thought that was so neat and I thought it was really cool. I wish they would have gone a little bit more and talked a little bit more and maybe had a little bit more interaction with Nikki coming out of, you know, wherever shadow or wherever she was inside and like, hey, this wasn't right and please, do something. But you can tell, obviously, it's a terrifying feeling. She had no control over her body as the other person, the other Nikki that was in love with him, kind of took over. And like I said, at the end of the day, I thought it was a really, really good film. You should check it out. I would probably give this a 8 out of 10. Like it's one of those movies that really surprised me. And as the more I dissect, the more I think about it, the more I want to go see it, and the more I want to see the little spots I missed or little clues that they had. So guys, I'm going to give Curry a Baker, kind of just like a little check mark near his name. So any other films that he has that will do or produce or direct, I'm definitely that's an up and coming filmmaker, young. That's I like his style. I thought it was very interesting. So let me know, guys, down below. Did you like Obsession? What'd you think of it? And always, we'll see you later on Cinema Buckets.